Shalom. We got our brothers from GMS Miami. I'm your brother Zakaria.
Brother Samak.
Before we get started, we want to give all praises to Yahweh,
Hashem, Yahweh Shai.
Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the elect Akim that's pushing this word of truth and sincerity. We're going to continue doing the lesson on Deuteronomy 28 chapter to show who the curse, to bring out the curses and to show who are true Israelites and that are under these curses. And Lord, willing we edify you brothers through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah.
That's right.
So we did part 1, this is part 2. Start at 31. I'll read it. It's going to be Deuteronomy 28 and 31. Thy ox shall be slain before thy eyes, and thou shalt not eat thereof. Thy ass shall be mightily taken away from before thy face, and shall not be restored to thee. Thy sheep shall be given unto thy enemies, and thou shalt have none to rescue them.
Khan. So, as you can see, if you look at our history, from the so-called Black, Spanish, and Native Americans, we make up the 12 tribes of Israel. But if you look at our history, when all these other nations, mainly the so-called white men, came into our lands, they took everything from us, to a point that we had nothing for ourselves, that we had to go to the so-called white man for the cattle that they stole from us, And that's why, you so-called white people, man, you got a lot to pay for.
That's right. All right, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hands. Let's talk about slavery, man. Both kingdoms, the southern and northern kingdom, Negroes and Latinos, Native Americans, our sons was given away to another people.
I want to bring out a book. This is Bartolomé de las Casas, an account much abbreviated of the destruction of the Indies, And this is pertaining to the kingdom of Yucatan, which is in Mexico, a city in Mexico. If you look at where it's at on the map, it's literally, maybe like 50 to 100 miles off the coast. Well, the land is near. There's only a little bit of body of water near Cuba, So that's how you could tell that we were all trading amongst each other. But it says right here, just get to the point. This initious man boasted and made much of himself in the presence of a venerable man of the cloth, most shamelessly saying that he worked as hard as ever he was able to get many Indian women with child, so that selling them into slavery pregnant, he might receive that much greater price for them. And these are these Spaniards when they came, to Mexico, which is now called Mexico. It wasn't called Mexico back then. It was known as the Kingdom of Yucatan. And they took the women that were pregnant and started selling them, proving that the indigenous people were sold too, Because you got some southern kingdom, Jakes that are all Israelites, all looking like Shaft, and that's not true, man. It came in many different shades of brown, all right? So just to get to that point.
All right, this is back at Deuteronomy 28 and 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people. That's the brother just brought out a paragraph from a book that proves that the indigenous people, the northern kingdom, was sold to. It said, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given to another people, and thy eyes shall look and fill with longing for them all the day long. Yeah, because we ain't have no might in our hand, man. The Most High, He put these curses on us, and He sent an enemy after our kids, and they took them away. They was on sold on auctioning blocks. Talk about Southern Kingdom. They have the family be split up. You have a son, he'll go to another plantation. The daughter, he'll go to another plantation. The dad, he'll go to another plantation.
God, you can see that in the movie 12 Years of Slavery with the Southern Kingdom. All right, and they got Roots, History Channel. You can watch that. All right.
And and there shall be no might in thy hand. Yeah, there is nothing we can do. Verse 33: The fruit of thy land and all thy labors, a nation which thou knowest not, which I know is not, eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always.
Con, I want to expound on that because when you had these crackers that came over here to the Americas, all right, what did the indigenous people, the so-called Native Americans, do? They helped them out, okay? They taught them how to till the land in North America. They taught them how to hunt in the woods, okay, in the terrain. And what did you so-called white people do, man? You stabbed them in the back, all right? And oppressed the Native Americans, as well as the Seminole Indians down here in Florida, all right? Because they got reservations out here in Florida, the Seminole Indians, all right?
So, taught you how to survive those harsh winters.
Con. You so-called white people got to go, man. Fuck y'all. Yeah, my bad.
verse 34. So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thy eyes, which thou shalt see.
There you go. There you go. That was spiritual. There you go, man. We are fucking mad, yo. It's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? The way y'all treated us, man, the way you treated the so-called black, Spanish, and Native Americans who make up the 12 tribes of Israel, okay? Because we really hate saying so-called black, Spanish, and Native Americans, all right? We are the Israelites, all right? We're pissed off, man. We're angry.
This is Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and they gift destroy their heart. Yeah, so we oppressed, and we mad.
That's right.
You know, and we under these curses. So that make us even mad. And we know we got, the Lord gave us a spirit to wake up a little bit, to know who we are. So we know the wickedness of Esau doing, and we know that we under these curses. That's right. And verse 35. The Lord shall smite thee. The Lord shall smite thee in the knees and in the legs with a sore brooch that cannot be healed from the sole of thy foot unto the top of thy head. That's talking about we got pains in our knees and from working all day, still oppressed here. You know, you work from like 6 in the morning to like 8 at night.
That's right.
Doubles, and you still get paid pennies.
That's right.
You like 60 years old still working, 80 years old still working.
That's right. That's right.
Verse 36. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king which thou shalt set over thee unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there shalt thou serve of the gods with wood and stone.
That's right. And that's what happened starting 1492 with Christopher Columbus, okay? They came over here, okay, to the indigenous people who are the Northern Kingdom, you so-called Hispanics and Native Americans, and they put that cross of a Caucasian deity, okay, really, a homosexual, Cesare Borgia, in your face and said, this is your God, all right? In fact, if you wanted to look at a series, it's called The Borgias, okay, which is Showtime, all right? They just watch the first season, okay, because it breaks that all down, okay, how you indoctrinated the indigenous people, okay, our people, all right, to believe in a false god, wood and stone, all right?
Fucking Muslims. You got Jake that think they're Muslims with the cobblestone.
Yeah, man. What the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? I mean, yo, anybody who does any history would know that Islam, that bullshit came out. What was it, like in the 600 to 800? I don't know. You know, around that time when Ishmael came into the not Ishmael, Muhammad, Salakia, came in. All right, and he took a lot of the customs from the Israelites. Hey, hold on. That's spiritual, bro. Hold on. I got it, bro. Check this out. I actually got the breakdown to when Muhammad came in and started pushing that garbage to our people, man. And it's like, Salakia. Bear with me one moment. Okay.
Yeah, man. So the Lord say, "Thou shalt serve other gods with wood and stone." You know, that's what most of these jakes are doing, man. They go in these churches. They looking for the truth, but they can't find it. You know, they're blinded because these curses are on them. You know, they wearing the kufi. You know, and then when we out at camp, you know, teaching the word, they'll come up to us to try to defend their fucking false religion, whatever they believe in.
Kind, this is spirit. So this is from Babylon and Timbuktu, okay? For all you stupid ass jakes that into Islam, you're fucking retarded, alright? The Prophet Muhammad, this is page 48 of this book, you can get it. The Prophet Muhammad adopted many principles and laws from the Jewish religion, which there is no ish, the Hebrew religion, okay? So he adopted, meaning he took customs from the Hebrew religion. First of all, the basic idea of monotheism, which is the belief in one power, one God. The Jewish confession of the unity of God is Shema Israel Adonai Elohim Adonai. They're saying, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our power, the Lord is one." The Mohammedan slogan is follows: La ilaha Allah Muhammad Rasul Allah. There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is the prophet of Allah. Muhammad adopted also the main detail of the Jewish calendar, the Day of Atonement, the Sabbath, much of the Bible, narratives from the Medrash, and many points of the ritual law. Incidentally, the Jews prayed 3 times a day facing the city of Jerusalem, and the Muslims, true believers, pray 5 times a day facing the city of Mecca. Trying his best, Muhammad sought to convert the Jews to his new religion. You see that shit? You stole a lot of our customs, and then yet you want to try to tell our people to follow you, man. You fucking Arabs, you piece of shits too, man. That's why the Lord's fucking y'all up over in the Middle East. Y'all getting bobbed every day, and I rejoice every time I see. I drink wine when I see you Arabs get blown up.
That's right.
Okay? Because you ain't nothing but pieces of shits too. Alright? Selling our brothers, man. The Southern Kingdom. Okay? The Arab slave trade. That's why y'all getting judged now. Okay? You reap what you sow. Alright? So my bad.
Back at Deuteronomy 28 and 37. "And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee." That's what we.
Oh yeah, don't say it. I'm gonna bring it up.
Man. We're not called Israelites here, man.
Mm-hmm.
We're not called from Judah, Issachar, Ephraim, Manasseh, all the way down. We're not called those. We called niggas, spics, tonto heads, you know, blacks, Hispanics.
That's right.
All barbers, not the names that the Lord gave us.
That's right. Even to this bullshit ass system we live here in America, when we gotta go file for a driver's license, we gotta go apply to a piece of shit slave job. Okay, they want to know what race you are, what ethnicity. Okay, Caucasian, African American, and we're gonna find out why is this. Okay, so this is from again the book Babylon and Timbuktu. Just throwing it out there. All right. During the Middle Ages, the black nations of Africa and Asia had the greatest political, economical, educational, and military influence in the world, proving that we ruled during the Dark Ages. Okay, our brothers and sisters, man. Okay, mainly the Southern Kingdom. At this time, Europe existed in a state of darkness for 1,000 years. Okay, but why was it a state of darkness? Because dark people ruled. Okay, you know how he's playing with words here. In the 17th century and later, Europe began to emerge out of the slough of ignorance, and certain Germans and others conceived of themselves as belonging to a superior race. Hence where the term you get racism from. Okay? This is why it's important to get into words. Johann F. Blumenbach, a German, born 1752 to 1840, was the first to divide humanity on the basis of skin color. So you so-called white people, man, you started this shit up on skin. That's why we say so-called white or so-called black or so-called brown. Because you started. Because now we gotta fight against your stupid fucking news speech, man. Up to this time, no such attempts have been made. His classification set up a color line to the detriment of later generations. Detriment, meaning peril, okay? Meaning it was hazard to now. Because now you got people thinking white, black, yellow, brown. It's fucking stupid, man. Just how ignorant society is now. Mr. Blumenbach classified 5 chief races of mankind: the Caucasian, the Mongolian, the Ethiopian, the American Indians, and Melanian. Moreover, he considered the Caucasian to be the original race. Blumenbach, an anthropologist, named the whites after the Caucasus Mountains. These mountains are situated between the Black and Caspian Seas because he thought the purest white people originated there. Blumenbach was a racist, and so was J.A. Goldman. So there you go. Okay, this is from this book, A Scholar. Okay, saying the same thing that we call proverbs and bywords because you so-called white people, man.
And you're not the superior race, man.
You're not. That's right.
You came out of our loins.
You came, Karnak, you came out of a so-called black man and black woman.
That's right.
Okay, so-called. Okay, we'll play semantics. We can play it too.
Verse 37, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all the nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee. I got verse 7. This is Jeremiah 17:4. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger which shall burn forever. And we discontinue from our heritage because y'all putting these fucking bywords names on us, man. Haitians, Americans, you know what I'm saying? The Lord, that's the fulfillment of this scripture right here, man. We discontinued, now we lost, but the elect man, Lord willing, we're part of the elect, we're coming back to our nationality through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shah.
Khan, and that right there proves that them so-called Jewish people, they can't be the real Jews, okay? Because the real Jews, according to the scriptures, wouldn't know who they are to the end times, to the last days, which all you stupid Christians out there, y'all believe we're in the end times. We're in the last days. Jesus is coming. All right? So if that's the case, then you can't ignore these curses, man. All right?
That's right. Verse 38. Thou shalt carry much seed into the field, and thou shalt gather but little in, and the locust shall consume it.
Just famine, you know.
Thou shalt plant vineyards and dress them, but shalt neither drink of the wine, nor gather the grapes, for the worms shall eat them.
More famine.
And thou shalt have olive trees throughout all and thou shalt have olive trees throughout all that coast, but thou shalt not anoint thyself with the oil, and thy olive shall cast its fruit. And thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity. And where are we? And how did the Negroes get here in America? That's right. And how did the Northern Kingdom get scattered over there in Europe? You know?
That's right, but you know, we just point out the so-called Negroes. You know, you are the real Jews, okay? You went into captivity from the west coast of Africa all the way here, man. All right. I mean, that right there should just prove, like, yeah, man, this is our book. Okay, this is our heritage. All right. And that's the reason why the Lord set it up that Judah, okay, would fit these curses to the T, man. Just like all the rest of the Israelites. But you will know that, yeah, man, the so-called Negroes went into slavery. They always do movies on it. There's no way denying that. All right. Because Judah's the head tribe. Let's throw it out.
Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity. All thy trees and thy fruit of the land, and all thy trees and fruit of thy land shall the locust consume. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low.
Yo, right there, man. I believe even in was it the Levitical laws in 26, but the same thing. Like we'll be the tail, and they'll be the head, man. Okay, and you can see that to this day, because we gotta go to our enemies for everything, man. We're at the bottom. We don't have our own. We don't have our own country. We don't have our own businesses where we can lend out money to our own community, you know.
And it shall get above the very very high. Let's talk about these other nations too. You got fucking Chinese come over here,
Oh, yeah.
get a fucking what they get like the nail salons and shit.
Mhm.
Jake men in the community, their whole life generation, they don't get nothing, man. They gotta go to Ishmael at the corner store, Dunkin' Donuts and shit. They get 7-Elevens. Them Hamites, they come over here to get a business, get scholarships and shit. Jake's still low. Man. They get, as soon as they come up here a year or something, they get their own business, riding nice cars, even though that shit vanity, but you know, they get very high. We still stay low.
That's right.
Verse 44. Thou shalt lend to thee, and he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Just like the brother was saying.
Yep. That means you gotta go to the so-called white man for everything. You want to get a loan to buy a home, to buy a car, to pay off your debt for buying stupid shit. Okay, you gotta go to the so-called white man. All right, and then he's gotta talk to you, okay, in his jargon and his terminology. And half of you Jakes, you don't know what the fuck he's saying. You're just like, yeah, I just need the money. You know, yeah. Let me sign the contract. Let me sign my life away. All right, because you don't like getting into words. You don't like pretty much understanding, okay, the system. All right, you just want to use the system, but you don't want to understand it. And that's why y'all 2/3 are gonna die here, man.
That's right. Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and thou shalt pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. You know, the Lord, in the beginning of this chapter, I think 1 through 14, it says, obey these curses. Hearken to the word of the Lord thy power, and you shall be blessed. You know, and we not blessed, man. We curse right now. If we was blessed, we have like servants, we have our own land, cattle, and everything. But we transgress the law, so now that's the curses that's our judgment.
Yep.
You know. Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign, and a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Yeah, that's in the sign of who are the Israelites. Because these curses is a sign upon these who are they now, like in the condition that they in right now. You walk down the street, you're gonna see bug out Jakes on the street, man. They lost, you know, they back hurting, you know, needing money, they poor, in a low state.
That's right.
You know, verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. And we didn't do that.
Nope, we didn't. Okay? We broke the law, statutes, and commandments. We turned away from our power. We started following all these other idols, their philosophies, their customs. Okay? We wanted to be like the heathens, so the Lord treated us like the heathens. Okay? And that's why you see the condition that we are in today. Alright?
Verse 48. Therefore thou shalt serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Right there, man. I mean, what the? You can't say them Jewish people over there had the yoke of irons around their neck. Okay? So so basically what you Christians out there, okay, because me and you stupid ass Christians, man, you're saying God is a liar, man. Okay? That you're not taking these words, okay, and adhering to these words, okay, and really looking at it, wait, yokes of iron? Who did that happen to, man? That happened to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. But if you want to get a visual on it, look at what happened to the so-called Negroes, okay? And then it says we have to go to our enemies for everything. License. We have to get a Social Security. We didn't have Social Security when we had in our homeland. Birth certificate. A birth certificate? What the fuck is that? But see, that's the reason why, man, you fucking Christians, man, you're going to die here in America. Okay? Because you're fucking stupid. Right? The Lord ain't about all love, man. And you don't even know what love is according to the Bible. Right? The Lord is you have to fear the Lord, man. That's one of the commandments.
Fear the Lord and keep his commandments.
commandments. Yeah. Was it Psalms? Psalms 111.
Ecclesiastes.
Make sure you get that. I get that. We just go
Oh, yeah,
precept.
yeah.
You know how I be, bro. You know, this is our show, man. You know? Oh yeah, Psalms 111 verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do His commandments. His praise endureth forever. Okay, so you got to do His commandments, man. In order to do that, you must fear the Lord. Like, man, if the Lord brought us down to this estate, jacked us up, that we got to go to our enemies for everything, for water, for food, for a license, for freaking welfare checks, whatever. You know, some jakes, they got to be on welfare. You know, it sucks, but that's just part of the curses. Okay, you should ask yourself, man, why is this happening? Why do I got to do this? All right. Then you're like, damn, I got to fear the Lord if I want to get out of this mess. Follow His commandments.
This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. So you gotta fear the Lord and keep His commandments to the best of your ability, man. We know we ain't gonna keep all of them, but we try the best we can, you know.
That's the reason why oh, let me just get this scripture out. Proverbs 16, verse verse 2. All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes, but the Lord weigheth the spirits. Okay? Because you may think you're being righteous or whatever, but the Lord is weighing, you know, what's righteous and what is not righteous, man. So if you're sincere with this book and you're going to follow to the T, then He's going to weigh your spirits. Be like, you know what, yeah, he fucked up a couple of times, but you know what, he's sincere about this truth, man. Alright? But a lot of y'all think y'all righteous in your own eyes. And you don't know that the Lord is really weighing your spirits and like, yo, this guy's a piece of shit, man. He ain't even making an attempt to know who he is. He doesn't even know he's cursed. He thinks he's fucking living it up. So the Lord's weighing your spirits. And when Him weighing your spirits, He's bringing judgment, okay? Because he's showing the Lord is a ultimate power, man, that you don't mess with.
That's right. Verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. That can go back to like the Roman Empire too, man. Swift as an eagle. What was their emblem? You know, the eagle. You know, Greeks. And now in America, they still have the eagle.
Yeah, man. That's why the scripture says nothing new under the sun. It's constant repetition, man, of these, mainly the Edomites, okay, taking us down, man. Greeks, Romans, now here in America, man. What, the Spaniards, when they came in 1492, okay? So it's like, you know, this doesn't fit the so-called Jewish man over there in Israel, all right? This doesn't fit him. There's no way you can say that these scriptures fit those people over there, man. They didn't go through that hell.
Verse 50. A nation of fierce continents, which shall not regard old person, nor show favor to the young. And that dude, what is it, Termite Rice or something? The dude that got shot down by the police. Like, boy, he was like 7, 8, 11 years old, something like that.
Yep.
The police in Cleveland just shot him down.
Yep.
And the old jakes, they get beat up. You can just look on, just go Google police brutality. You're gonna be old and young jakes.
Yep.
Natives and Latinos, man. They ain't gonna regard none of y'all, man. You just a nigga to them, man.
That's
or
right.
spit.
That's right. And if you go into history, okay, the transatlantic slave trade, they didn't regard old people. They were throwing them off the boat if they were getting sick. Throw them off the boat, you know, into the Atlantic Ocean. All right? And then you so-called white people talk about that's in the past.
Yeah.
Right? What the fuck, man? That shit is wicked. You so-called white people, you gotta die, man. You gotta fucking die. And the Lord's gonna kill you, okay? We're waiting on the Lord. We ain't These 2/3 Jakes that go out there and put our own might to take you down. We're gonna wait for Yahweh Hashem Shai. When he comes, then we're gonna fuck y'all up, man. We're gonna take you all out, man.
That's right.
From your fucking old Edomites in a fucking wheelchair all the way to your little babies, man.
That's right.
Okay? We're just gonna start pulling out the womb out of your bitch ass doggy smelling whore of a woman's womb.
That's right.
Alright? My bad,
Nah, bro, they did that to the
Yeah.
Northern King. They ripped the baby out, stomped on the baby.
Yeah. Oh,
That's what we gonna do to y'all, man.
Yo, hell yeah.
Fucking Russians gonna get it too, man.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
y'all fucking
Edomites, yeah.
Edomites, so-called Europeans, man.
Yeah, man. Let's say, hey, back to this book real quickly. It says, one Indian woman who was ill, seeing that she would not be able to flee the dogs, took up a rope and tied it to the foot of a child she had, and she hung him from a beam. But she did not do it before the dogs came, and they tore the child apart. The dogs eating us, man. This is from a book, man. Eating the indigenous people. You know? And they got a picture of it too, man, to show you how wicked the Spaniards were, man. They were fucking drawing it like there was some fucking art. Like, look what we're doing. And you so-called white people have not paid for this. You're still benefiting off of this shit.
Yeah. But we're in a time now that Yahweh Shai, he's gonna come back and he's gonna recompense y'all for y'all iniquities, man.
That's right.
Fucking demons. Alright, verse 51. And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave neither corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thy cane, or the flocks of thy sheep until he have destroyed it.
Right. Just basically what they did is came over, took everything we had, and then took our nationality, our heritage, and we don't know who we are to this day. Till this day, now we're waking up. Okay? Alright?
Verse 52, and he shall besiege thee in all thy gates until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherein thou trustest throughout all thy land, and he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all thy land, which the Lord thy power hath given.
That's right. And that goes back to Roman times, 70 AD, when they sacked Judea and put an end to the Jewish state, the Hebrew state, the Jew state. Okay?
What's that? When they fled?
Yeah. You want me to bring it out just for edification, on? It's up to you. I'll bring it out. I'll bring it. I got it right here, bro. I marked it, so we should be good. Yeah, in the year, this is page 84, in the year 65 BC, Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter. I mean, they killed a lot of the southern kingdom and a lot of our brothers and sisters. During the period of military governors of Palestine, many outrageous and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it had been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa. All right? So just proving that, you know, they took us down as an empire, and they jacked us up to a point that, you know, we were destroyed, like the scripture says. And how are we destroyed? Not physically, mentally, we were destroyed. Right? I thought that there was another one.
And why did we flee into Africa? To hide away from the fucking Romans, man. To blend in with the with the Hamites, man. Because we ain't part of it.
Well, oh yeah, just to get on you other nations too. This is from Babylon, Timbuktu, the original black Jews. Of course, it's not black. Okay, it's just Jews. All right. You know, take that word black out. Okay. Thousands of Jews migrated to Egypt and Arabia when the Roman general Titus destroyed the city of Jerusalem. A.D. 70. This is page 40 of this book. When the Jews revolted A.D. 130, Emperor Hadrian dispatched General Julius Severus to Palestine to suppress the revolt. The persecution restrictions imposed on the Jews were so great that a large number of Jews fled into Arabia. The tradition of colored Yemenite Jews of Arabia relates that first Jews came to Arabia with the prophet Jeremiah, just before Nebuchadnezzar destroyed the first temple. So just showing how we were fled throughout the four corners of the earth, and how, again, Titus, a general, took down our people, man.
When they got like the Ark of Titus, what is that? What was it? Italy?
Yeah, they got so many sculptures of Titus taking down the Israelites, man. I mean,
Temple, I think.
Temple.
Like
they got
like
took
that.
the menorah and everything. They got a picture. I think they got one in New York too. They got an ark of. I forgot the ark. The apostles brought it out. I forgot the term, but if you want to get deep into that, point is, this is why we're under the curse. This is our history book, man.
That's right. Verse 53. And thou shalt eat the fruit of thy own body and the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which the Lord thy power hath given thee in the siege and in the straitness wherein thy enemies shall distress thee.
You want to break that down, up?
Yeah, come, man. Let's talk about we ain't have no food. We start eating each other. I mean, they start eating their daughters. You know, they seize the whole city so you couldn't get out.
That's right.
You know, food. They start eating shoe screens and shit.
Yep.
All the grass on the fucking trees and shit.
That's right. See, that's what happened when the Romans, the 70 AD, because, you know, if you are a military general, all right, you're not going to just go into a nation, all right, and just start hitting them with full brought force. You're going to try to use tactics to try to have your casualty on your side, okay, have a less casualty rate. So you will cut off the water supply, cut off the food supply, cut off trade, okay? And that's coming here to America. They're going to cut off the trade here. They're going to, all you stupid ass 2/3 J's that think that, yeah, man, I got my guns, I got my fucking weaponry ready, all right? Really? You think the police officers are going to just go kick down the door, okay? Nah. Somebody be like, you know what, man? Cut his fucking electricity off, yo. Cut his water off, okay? Let him fucking starve in there. Let him smell. And then he'll come out with his hands up. Alright? And then we're gonna beat his ass for making us wait too long. He should just came out in the beginning. Okay? That's how easy it is for these Edomites to take you down. That's why you must believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man.
Jake's so materialistic.
Yeah, man.
Oh, they can't go. They don't even fast. They can't even go like 2 days, 3 days without eating food. They gotta eat like every hour, man. Just cut off the food. Cut off the lights.
That's right, man. That's why.
Give up.
Man, I can't wait till martial law comes in. Man. You 2/3 are gonna get it, man. You're gonna know what it's like to be scared and tremble, man.
Yeah, they come to the camp scoffing. Hey, you're gonna get what you deserve, man.
That's right.
All right, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother, and towards the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall lead.
If that doesn't talk about the so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, I mean, you gotta be fucking smoking rocks, man, if you can't believe that, man. You see it to this very day, man. Blacks, Hispanic, man. If you look at the so-called blacks, Hispanic, man, they leave their children all the time, and they're evil eyes towards each other, man. Okay.
Yeah, what they call it? Black on black
Crime.
black on brown,
Yeah.
brown on brown.
Brown on brown crime. You see it all the time. That's why you have all these stupid gangs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bloods, Crips,
Latin Kings,
Kings, MS-13.
disciples,
Yeah, man.
wickedness, man. Esau created that shit.
Yep. All right. And it was to say we will be toward our wife too, and the bosom. You know what I'm saying? Even though our wife is a freaking our women are bug outs, but you know that's part of the curses. You know.
Yes. And verse 55. So that he would not give. Verse 55. So that he would not give to any of them of the flesh of his children whom he shall eat, because he hath nothing left in the siege and the straitness wherein thy enemies shall distress thee in all thy gates. He's talking about 70 AD also. Shall not give the flesh of the children, which he shall eat.
Yo, cannibalism's coming back, man. Cannibalism is coming back.
I think that's Second Measures 15 and 16. He's talking about cannibalism. You know, verse 56. And the tender and delicate woman among you, which will not venture to set her venture to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom, and towards her son, and towards her daughter.
Now, that's not talking about the so-called black, Hispanic, Native American man, okay? And mainly, the woman,
Yeah.
Slakia, the woman. Okay, who's that talking about? Do you see them so-called Jewish people over there having problems with their women, getting out of line, talking back to their face, disrespecting them in public? Like the Rothschilds. You think their women disrespect them in public? Hell no. She would even to utter anything that was disrespectful. He's gonna cut her off, man. He might even put her to death, and he'll get away with it. All right. But for us, that happens, okay, because we're under the curses.
Women, they're not tender and delicate no more. They're fucking demons, man.
No.
All on social media, half naked, and you go to the government for help. What is it? Child support and shit.
Yep, welfare.
Welfare, yeah.
Yep. Always. Then they want to take the man to child support, and then kick him out. Yeah, really, just to make money, and then cause his life a living hell. All right.
Call the police on him.
Yup.
He need a little argument. He don't got a place to stay on his couple. They get in a big argument. Just
That's
call
right.
the police on him.
That's why, man, Apostar was like, yo, have your own crib, man. Don't have no woman living in the same household as you, man. If you can do it, because that you're basically you're setting a scenario for that to happen. And I know down here in Florida, man, they don't play when it comes to domestic violence. Any little thing, they're kicking the man out, man. Okay, because this place is so fucking retarded, man. They cater to the woman, man. Yo, death to America, man.
That's right.
Death to fucking America, man.
That's right. Verse 57. And towards her young one that coming out from between her legs, and towards her children which she shall bear, she shall eat them for the one of all things, secretly in the siege and straightness wherewith thy enemies shall distress thee in thy gates, man. These women are demons, man.
And that's gonna
clean up baby that comes between their legs, man. Shall eat them. That's how bad it's gonna get. That's how bad it was back then. It's gonna get even worse, man. Right. Verse 58. If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear the glorious and fearful name of the Lord thy power.
Stop right there. Fear this glorious and fearful name. The name is very important. The name is very important. Fear this glorious and fearful name. You gotta fear the name.
It's not. It's not Christ.
Yeah, man. Yo, man. Israel not in Christ. And if any of y'all watching this, man, you really need to just get away from Nate, man. Straight up. Yeah, you. Oh my God, man.
Got a witchcraft one. His name is Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua.
And then didn't we just read the fear of the Lord is the beginning of what was it, wisdom? Right? So what's that wisdom come with? Fear this glorious and fearful name. You must know the name. That's wisdom. Man, yo, man. GMS got the truth. That's all we gotta say.
That's right. Verse 59. Then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and thy plagues of thy seed, even great plagues, and long continuance of soreness and sickness, and of long continuance, man. You're gonna make your plagues wonderful, man.
Oh, perfect example. All you gotta do is go to Center Disease Control.
Yeah.
And see which group of people has the most diseases, the most health problems. He's gonna show you, man.
Just go to the hospital, but
Yep.
you just see Jake all in there.
Yep.
They don't know how to make cures or look up herbs or nothing like that. They just go to Esau, man. Get fucked up even more.
Yep.
Diabetes, eat pork and shit. Make the plagues of that. See, it's like then the Lord will make the plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues, and long continuance, and sore sicknesses and long continuance. Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt which thou was afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee. Let's talk about like AIDS and all these other fucking center of disease control, man, whatever they push out,
Yup, cancer.
and all that. It was what do you do with just
Oh, syphilis.
yeah,
They
that's
push
shit.
syphilis on I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Tuskegee Airmen.
Yeah.
There we go.
Verse 61, and so like, also every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of his law, then will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed. And who has like the most fucking AIDS? Fucking black woman. Jake, man. I think Atlanta was like top in America. With fucking faggots and homos, man.
And that's good that the Lord did that to y'all, man, because y'all wicked as fuck, man.
That's right.
So death to you.
That's right. Verse 62, and ye shall be left few in number, whereas ye were as the stars of heaven for multitude, because thou wouldest not obey the voice of the Lord. You'll be left in few in numbers, man. When Esau came over here to Americas, yo, they started wiping. They was wiping out the natives, man, and they was fucking killing Judites, all the tribes, man.
That's right.
Verse 63, and it shall come to pass that as the Lord rejoice over you to do you good and to multiply you, so the Lord will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught, and ye shall be plucked from off the land whether thou go to possess it.
When we ain't got a land, that's ours, man. Every land we go into, we'll be plucked out of it. Killed, either put to death or going into prison. Alright, if you want to look at it modern times.
Verse 64, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other, where thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even with a stone.
That's right. Repeating it again, man. That's how you know it can't be those so-called Jewish people over there in Israel. They weren't scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay? Hitler didn't do that.
Verse 65, and among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy feet have rest, for the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart and filling of eyes and sorrow of mind. We don't got no ease here in America, man, or in those other countries. Hey, well, look what happened in Venezuela. Fucked up, man.
Yo, they eating. Them people in Venezuela, man. Was it it's Asher? Asher, man. Okay, but correct me if I'm wrong. If it's Asher, they're eating dogs, cats, and pigeons. All right, that's savage life right there, man. And that's uncivilized, primitive lifestyle, man. It's gotten that bad, and they're sitting on tons and tons of oil. You ain't telling me that's an act of God, man. Okay, that's fucking them up, man. Okay. Of course, if you look at carnally, it's Esau being the devil, but it's the Lord that's letting it happen, because you fucking people of Venezuela, man, you worshiping Chezi, man.
Yeah.
Worshiping that so-called Caucasian demon.
But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart and filling of eyes and sorrow of mind. They trembling over there, man. They don't know their next meal gonna come from. They filling them eyes. They don't got no places. They ain't nothing to eat, man. And sorrow of mind. They fucking up.
That's right.
And verse 66, and thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and thou shalt have no assurance of thy life. It's here. That's all the tribes.
That's all the tribes, man. That's why them tribes say, fuck it, YOLO, you only live once. Because they got to that point that they're like, I have no value to my life anymore. There's doubt. Yeah, I might not make it today. All right, especially during the times of in Compton, the LA, with all them gangs, man. You gotta wear red and blue in certain areas, man. You don't think they had in their mind, well, I might die today, I might not, I don't know. No assurance. Okay? That's where you get the term insurance from.
Verse 67. in the morning thou shalt say, would the Most High, it was evening. In that evening thou shalt say, would the Most High, it was morning. For the fear of thy heart wherein thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thy eyes thou shalt see. So you say you wish it was the next day, man. It's daytime, you wish it was night. Nighttime, you wish it was day. Fuck, I'm trying to get out of here, man. Shit is hell.
That's right. That's the reason why a lot of our people are on drugs, man. They're like, man, I just want the next day, man. I'm just gonna do these drugs, and I don't want to think about today, man, because it was shit. Even though you know in your mind tomorrow's gonna be shit too, but you're like, fuck it. As long as I got my weed, okay, I got my alcohol, I'm good.
Just get me out of this. Get me out of reality.
Exactly.
Alright, this is verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, whereby I spake unto you. So by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondman and bondwoman, and no man shall buy you. This is how most brothers came to the truth. This scripture right here, Deuteronomy 20 and 68, it said, the Lord shall bring you into Egypt again with ships. That's how you know who are the Negroes, well, both the tribe, because the Northern King, they came in ships to Asherah, the new land over here, you know, after the Syrian captivity.
Right. And just, you know, even with Christopher Columbus, he sold a lot of the indigenous people from the Western Hemisphere to the Eastern Hemisphere to Spain, okay? So it was they call it the reverse transatlantic slave trade, but pretty much that transatlantic slave trade, there was a lot of people being sold throughout the world, man, that all you heathens had a hand in. But when you read that scripture, man, the first thing that comes to your mind is, this has got to be talking about the so-called Negroes, man, that's here in America. Okay, who else was sold onto slave ships? Okay, into bondage in Egypt. And then, you know,
The dollar.
yeah, man, where's that dollar? Damn, where's my wallet at? Oh, Slovakia, hold up.
I just edify the point of bondage. This is Exodus 20:2. I am the Lord thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. So Egypt in that verse, and the Lord shall bring you into Egypt again with ships.
That's right.
Spiritually Egypt.
That's right. And if you look at this, man, this dollar right here, okay, pull out your dollar, the triangle, the pyramid, this is spiritually Egypt. So that the elite, the Illuminati are letting you know that this is spiritually Egypt, man. This is where the Israelites, majority of Israelites are going to be at in the end times. And this is where we're at right now. And this is where we're waking up. The truth.
That's right.
Right here in America, in Babylon.
And this is what we're going to get delivered out of. This is going to be the main deliverance when your
Come
house
on.
shall come back.
Khan, out of the land of the north. Khan, that's where all you fucking scoffers, man, when you see them chariots come over us before the nukes hit, man, they start beaming, Lord willing, we part of the elect, get beamed up. You're going to see so many people getting beamed up, all right? And you scoffers, you 2/3, okay? And the best part, man, you fucking heathens are looking up. Like, man, I'm not getting delivered out of here. That's when you're going to know, man, that we were telling the truth. Because at the end of the day, this video's only for the elect only, man. Because the rest of y'all, no matter how many scriptures we break down, no matter how many words we get into, history we go into, at the end of the day, okay, if the Lord ain't dealing with you, He's not going to wake up your mind to this truth, man.
Just to edify what the brother said, when the deliverance comes, is Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labor. The righteous man going to stand in great boldness teaching his truth, man. To you scoffers and you heathens, man. When they shall see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. And when they shall see us get beaten up in these chariots, man. When they shall see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. So far beyond all that they look for, you know. Because you ain't gonna think these niggas, Latino, Native Americans gonna get beamed up.
That's right.
And shit, man. You think of Edomites, white angels, and shit, whatever the Catholic Church teach or whatever.
That's right.
And they repenting and groaning for anguish of the spirit, they shall say within themselves, this was he when we had sometimes in derision, in a proverb of reproach, we fools counted his life madness and his end to be without honor. Man. That's going to y'all think we bug outs or whatever. Man. When you gonna see it, you're gonna be in straight fear, man. And back to Deuteronomy 28:16. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way whereof I spake unto thee, and thou shalt see it no more again. That's talking about our land, Israel, Jerusalem. Man. You're not gonna see it no more. It said, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondman and bondwoman. What was that? It's sold on auction blocks. Just Google slavery. Just Google slavery, you're gonna see. And no man shall buy thee. That old word, and that's the old word, Elohim word, save. No man gonna save us, but until Yahweh Shai come back to deliver us.
That's right. Just to give a precept to that, it goes right here, just how the Lord's going to save us back, because the only one that can redeem us, save us, is the Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. This is the book of Joel, chapter 3. For behold, in those days, and at that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, that's talking about the northern and southern kingdom, you so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, who make up the 12 tribes of Israel, okay? Verse 2, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel. Why is he going to plead for them, for his people and their heritage, okay? Because according to the curses, all right, somebody took our heritage and somebody's claiming to be us, all right? Whom they have scattered among the nations, slavery, and parted my land. That's why you see them freaking freaks over there in Israel. Okay? Freaking heathens. Verse 3, and have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold girl for wine, that they might drink. That's talking about buying and selling, man. Selling people. And it happened to the so-called Jewish man over there in Israel. He wasn't sold like this. It happened to Negroes. Okay? Mainly them. And as well as the indigenous people on this side. So, you got anything else? Oh, you can bring something out? You got it, man. Bring it out, man.
This is Daniel 9:12. And he hath confirmed his words. He spake against us, talking about the children of Israel, man. Most High. He confirmed his word, man. He spake against us and against our judges against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil, for under the whole heaven have not been done as has been done upon Jerusalem, man. It's talking about slavery, man. No other nation went through what we went through, man. And all these curses, man. So you fucking fake Amalekites claiming you the Jews, you're not the Jews, man. And you 2/3 niggas, man, y'all better wake up, man, before Yahweh shall kill y'all, man. When Yahweh shall gonna put you to death, man, you don't get right. Lord willing, we'll probably elect, man. Lord willing, we edify you brothers, man. Being truth and sincerity, man. No, because this shit is over with, man. We under these curses, we don't got no might. We don't got shit in this world, man. That's why you gotta keep the faith and keep enduring, man. And wait on these prophecies, man.
Yeah, man. Brothers have said it, man. I ain't being honest about you anymore, man. People gotta go, man. That's just it. Alright, we're the real Hebrews. Okay? And we're waking up. And the elect will be sealed. And you so-called white people, we got to pay for this. Thus saith the Holy Bible.
And with that, we want to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai.
Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to all the elect occupants that speak this word in truth and sincerity. And on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Death to America.